everyone, Joshua here from the Cart, and we're back to a new Simpsons review, and we are reviewing the next episode. And it is a very funny one, another good episode. So this is 27? Yeah, 27 good episodes. And it starts with Krusty the Clown with his audience at Mount Splashmore. Get it? Mount Splashmore instead of Mount Rushmore? Which is a water park. And we get a funny gag of Lisa and Bart bugging Homer to take them. And he keeps saying, no, 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 no. And then he eventually says yes. Which he's trying to put on a swimsuit that's not doing well. And he tells everybody to stick together, and right when he says it, everybody leaves. Bart and Lisa go to an H2 wall, which they think there's no line, but no, there's a line. Which Lisa then starts crying for them to get to the front. Maggie just starts walking, and Marjorie's like, stay in the shallow end, even though she can just walk through the whole pool. And then Homer goes to the H2 wall, and he just skips. He goes down the slide, but he gets stuck. Which they get an alarm, they get sent. And they have to take the pipe out that has him. They're at home, and the television keeps reporting about it. And he tells them to tell the truth and tell him if he's overweight. And he goes to the scale, and it's 260. And then he goes on a diet, which him and Bart try to find some of his old workout stuff. And Bart finds a picture which Margie was painting when she was in high school. And Homer, of course, on a diet has to eat some stuff that he doesn't want to eat. Margie says that with her art teacher saying that she's a pathetic writer, she never got a response later, and she never painted again afterwards. Which they convinced her to start painting again. Which the guy at the front says that she has to be judged. Which he approves of it, and he says that her old art teacher's a fool for not admiring art. Which Homer cannot get off of the couch, so Bart just takes his wallet and takes the money. And then we get a montage, pretty much, of Margie just painting and Homer working out. And Margie actually painted Homer sleeping on the couch. And he basically tells Margie that he wants one of her art, which it actually wins first prize. And they celebrate, and Mr. Burns and Smithers are talking. Smithers throws one of the paintings of Mr. Burns, and we see a lot of, like, a whole closet with his. And then Smithers shows the paper to him, which he wants Margie's to paint him. Which he goes, Homer gets on the scale, and it's 249. It was 260, and now it's 249 that he has now. And the people at the power plant is wondering why all the donuts are being filled, but again, Homer's on a diet, so he's not being able to eat all those donuts. So Mr. Burns and Smithers go to the house, to the Simpsons, and they ask for Margie to paint a picture for Mr. Burns, which he stands. And Homer tells Margie that he has to make him pretty. And Mr. Burns eventually gets scared by Maggie just crawling on his foot and then telling some jokes. And then she comes in with him in the cellar. And then Bart is like, any of those moles are pretty much, and he says no. And then Margie tells Smithers if Smithers gets tired of being bossed around and stuff, but he's like, no. Then we see this guy typing and going through some mail, which he actually sees one of Margie's eventually, and Smithers complains at Lisa for her saxophone playing, and Homer goes to the scale, and it's 239, which he shows that it fits, and Mr. Burns is like, Homer's the fattest man that he knows, and Margie just tells off Mr. Burns, and they leave, and she throws down the painting, and Homer is about to spray some whipped cream and says that she cannot paint. She's not good. And then the guy sent a letter to Margie that she's a brilliant artist, and he hung the picture that she made on his wall. So she's having to make loads of paintings. And then we come to the day of the sewing. Mr. Burns and Smithers reveal the portrait, which Margie explains that it's supposed to be how Mr. Burns is pure evil inside, pretty much, and an example of it, which Mr. Burns actually does not like it. And it's a work of art, he pretty much explained. And he's glad that she didn't make fun of his looks and stuff. And she thought she did. And yeah, that's how the episode ends. But yeah, a real great episode. That's 27 good episodes. Another good episode on the list. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, and catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, and we got 4 episodes, if I recall, left of Season 2 before we start Season 3. So catch you on the next one.